People, welcome to my channel Cozy K. This channel is gonna be about everything and anything. To be honest, we're gonna be talking about everything under the moon and the sun. I'll be visiting some friends and just getting their 2 cents on different subjects, and you can get to participate as well. You can just comment in the description or in the comments and just tell me what topic you want me to discuss. Basically anything. I'll get a friend that can get to discuss that subject with me. Okay, today I'm going to be talking to Brianna, or you can call her Bri like I do, and today we're going to be talking about being single in Barcelona, right? So Bri, would you like to get cozy with me? Okay. Oh, for those that don't know, yeah, in Barcelona you have to give 2 kisses. For my African people, okay, I know we do hugs and handshakes and stuff, exactly. But in Barcelona you have to do 2 kisses. So
it's a culture, even if you don't like the person.
Yeah, and I think that's how COVID spread as well. Dating in Barcelona, I have a number of friends that kind of find it difficult to find somebody, or like especially the dating scene in Barcelona. And for me, I think it's also because of the many options that are available in Barcelona, because what's the population of Barcelona? I don't even know.
About Barcelona, I don't know, to be honest.
More than 1 million, I would say. No. It's like, wow, like you can eat at a different restaurant every day, you know? Yeah. And I think because of this, people don't really want to commit to a relationship, because they're like, well, what's the point of me being in a committed relationship when today I can have a Chinese girl, tomorrow you have an African girl, tomorrow I have vanilla or chocolate or whatsoever. So in my perspective, I think that's why a lot of people find it difficult to commit or be in a relationship in Barcelona. What do you think, Bri?
I think every person's situation is different. You know, to some or to many it might be that they are, they have so many options. But they, like, to people like me, like I have standards, and I have difficulties, encountering men who can live up to those standards. So yeah, just because there are a lot of options doesn't mean that they're all good options.
Yeah.
So I think it's like every person's situation is different.
But would you lower your standards?
No.
Just to no?
Absolutely not.
No.
We are like
that's a great woman.
We are almost 8 billion people in the world. There's no way I'm lowering my standards just because I haven't found my the right guy. No.
Yeah. And let's say only if you're comfortable sharing, of course. Let's say 3-4 typical elements or standards that you would like to have in somebody or in a man.
Okay, well, I'm not going to state all, because my future guy might be taking notes, and I don't want to.
Alright, let's say 3. Okay, there's loads, but you're just gonna mention 3. Let's say.
Okay, I'm going to say like one of the most crucial things that I want in a man, which is him to be intelligent.
Okay.
I want someone who we can have different type of conversations. Like, I don't want just the topic, we can only talk about one topic and that's it.
Yeah.
No, or maybe just sex and that's it. No, I want like someone who is so
well informed.
Exactly. And this is what I'm looking for. Someone who's like what's the word?
That's a Zuma dance, when Zuma couldn't say the numbers and he goes like,
oh my god, it's right for that moment.
Zuma dance right
there. Anyway, I can't find the word, but basically what I'm saying is that I need someone who we can talk about literally anything. And he can teach me things the same way I can teach him things. I don't want it to be like just one-sided. I just be maybe reading books and telling him what I learned and all that, but he never, share with me any knowledge, So that is critical for me. Okay. And another thing is someone to be spiritual.
Okay.
To be honest, I need someone who has that relationship with God. It's not about religion, because I believe we only have one God. So regardless if you're a Muslim or Christian or energy, or as long as you have that spirituality, that's what matters to me. But so those are like the main qualities. So I have others, but I'm not going to say them because,
Okay, like she said, she's not gonna overshare because he might be watching.
Exactly.
I get you, girl. I get you. Okay, I'm going to share with you something, all right? And you can tell me if you have experienced the same, probably something along the same line, okay? So my worst date ever. Oh my goodness, you guys would not believe me okay, I'm gonna tell you, okay? But it's up to you to believe me or not. So I went out on a date with a guy, and we went for a walk, and very nice guy to talk to. It wasn't like a one-sided conversation. It was back and forth, which was amazing.
So was this in the outskirts of Barcelona or
in Barcelona? In Barcelona. He lived in the outskirts, but he came to Barcelona. All right. The walk was, I mean, it was during quarantine. All right. So it's the time that we had a curfew, so we could only go out between 8 and 11. Right.
Oh.
So yeah, he came like 8:30 more or less, and we went for a walk because nothing else was open. You could only go for a walk. So we went for a walk. Very nice conversations, and then we passed by a restaurant which I frequently order from. Usually, just order online. I've never eaten inside. So I was like, oh, they're situated here, and I was like, oh, we can actually go inside and eat sushi. It was a sushi place. And he was like, you can't fathom what he actually told me. He actually told me no, because I've got rice and chicken in my bag.
Oh my god, wait, really?
Really?
Wait.
He's a photographer, right? So when he came, I thought maybe he had a camera with him or something. I thought maybe he was doing some... Exactly. But then it actually happens that in the bag, he was carrying his rice and chicken. And I'm like,
so had you planned for a picnic or something?
No, nothing like this. We're just like, let's just go for a walk.
That's weird.
And so we couldn't go to this sushi place because he had his rice and chicken in his bag. Now, the rice and chicken, is it for 2 people or is it just for you?
Or somewhere to go?
Exactly.
Did
you plan for us to go to my place and we eat it in my place, heat it up in the microwave, or do you want us to sit on a bench and... Like, seriously.
So what was his explanation?
I didn't ask him. I was so shocked. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. Eat your rice and chicken. I'll go home and I'll go order online and I'll eat at home. And I told him, ciao. And I said, you know what? I actually have to go home because I have to call my mom. When he didn't even know that Namibia is like 1 hour ahead of Spain. He didn't even bother to ask me. So he kind of believed it was like 5 or 6 hours ahead. So it's like, oh, it's probably midnight. I was like, yeah, it is midnight over there. So I need to call my mom before she goes to bed. Wow. And then I was like, bye. And I just, the conversations like through text just ended there. It's just like, just dying day by day. So he just got it.
Rice and chicken, I mean,
I know.
Planning for a picnic, if you hadn't planned for it, you haven't, like, nothing was talked about.
Nothing of that sort. We didn't discuss anything about going for a picnic or anything. We just said, let's go for a walk. Wow. And I was just like,
well, maybe poor guy, maybe he didn't have money, and maybe if you were hungry, at least he had something to offer. At least he had something to offer.
At least he had something.
From his perspective, like, I don't have money, but if she's hungry, at least have food.
Yeah, true.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's give him credit for that. But it's still weird. Like, who carries food around with them? I mean, if it's a sandwich, even not even a sandwich, like, okay, carry like sandwiches and then we go to the picnic. I mean, like to a park and they have them. Yeah. Rice and chicken. But you don't even you don't even pack rice and chicken for a picnic, do you? Let me know, guys, in the comments.
Everyone is different. You see people going, like, having seen, I don't know if you remember that viral photo of this, I don't know if it's a Nigerian couple, that they had bags of, of rice and stew on a plane. Girl, I mean,
I know you like your jollof rice, but Ogan, no, not on the plane, no.
I can't remember if it was Nigerian or Ghanaian, but they did have like a whole pot of rice and, it wasn't like a pot, but it was like a huge dish, of rice and stew on a plate. So
That's why I say God forbid. Tofia kwa. Right, so what's been your worst date ever? If you've been on any, you know.
I don't remember, I don't recall like.
Or he said
horrible.
something that just set you off or put you off.
Tell you this story. I mean, I don't know if I should be sharing this, you know, because maybe my future guys will be here taking notes and like, so you share this. So, basically, you know, and for some reason, black guys tend to lie about their age. And
Okay.
it's so annoying.
Like they make themselves older or younger?
No, younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the case with this guy is that when we first met, he told me he's 25 going to 26.
Okay.
I was 21 by that time, you know.
Okay.
So he said, oh, I'm 25 going to 26. And then I think a month later or so, weeks later, I asked him again, oh, but can you remind me your age? And he told me, oh, 24 going to 25. Oh, but you told me you're 25 going to 26. And no, I said I'm 25 going to 26. No, I'm 24 going to 25. He said, no, you told me you're 25 going to 26. I said, no, I'm 24 going to 25. He said, okay, what year were you born? And then he just got nervous. He said,
Gotcha.
You know, everything like. So
Gotcha.
if you're doubting a guy's age, just wait for when he's relaxed and ask him what year he was born.
Yeah.
And that is the only way that you'll catch him in a lie.
I mean, I think girls are the ones that kind of usually lie about their age, but not guys. Guys as well.
Because, you know, the thing is that, you know, they say many, you know, black don't crack, you know.
Yeah.
So, black guys tend to look younger than their real age. So, you know, they don't not to put girls off, they just tend to lie, to say they're younger. You find a guy who is 30 and he's 25, a guy who is 35 is 25. Yeah, it happens. I'm actually surprised that you've never encountered that, because it's so common.
I haven't. But the thing is, it's a very tricky something to play, because what if I like older guys and then you're making yourself seem younger? Or what if I like younger guys and you're telling me that you're older?
Yeah, but it's more of like the appearance. You know, I mean, if you really like older guys, you wouldn't go for that guy because he actually looks younger. You need the skin, melanin, black guy. No, it's true. I mean, like you find 35 and you claim that they're 25. So it happens a lot. I'm actually surprised that you haven't encountered that.
No, I haven't.
It's so common. It's so common. Like black guys tend to lie about their age.
Okay. Right, talking about black guys, well, we live in Barcelona, okay? I'm originally from Namibia and she's originally from Kenya. And it's just difficult to actually find decent black guys in Barcelona, I would say. There's a handful of them. Most of the black people tend to go to countries like France and UK, but not in Spain. No.
It's the language barrier.
I think it's a language barrier, yeah, because they
majority
get
of African languages, majority of African countries, they either speak English or French,
but not Spanish.
There's
so
speaking
Equatorial Guinea, speak
Spanish.
So there's really a handful of black guys that you can find to date in Barcelona. So in most cases, you have to go to the other side of the fence, which is the vanilla boys, okay? Talking about vanilla boys, what are some of the awkward things that guys have told you about you being melanated, being a black
Well, I
girl?
mean, the thing that they always like, okay, so the thing is that I don't want to generalize, okay? I don't want to like every Spanish guy is like that. No, but mostly when it comes to like Spanish, like southern of Europe, okay, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, they tend to see black girls more of like sexual objects, more than like a woman per se, So like you'll encounter a like white guy and it's like a Spanish guy and he said, this like they speaking in Spanish. He said, "Wow, nunca está con una negra." Which means like I've never been with a black girl, and they don't even say black girl, it's black. Mean like you as a black girl, and they just tend to say, "Wow, I'm pretty sure like you are the best in bed, you're great in bed, you can last long and all that, so they just see us as like, they just tend to fetishize black girls more than see like, oh, this girl, she has these qualities, I would like to date, you know, she would like be a potential girlfriend, you know. And that is so annoying because in here that we live in Barcelona, yeah, there are the black guys that are here that like we're not as many as, you know, we're like a minority, of course. So let's say like the qualities, maybe the most, if you have high standards and all that, maybe like the qualities you have, you most probably find them in white guys because they're more, like more, not because like they're white, because like, you know, they are more than the black guys in here, you know. So maybe like those qualities you can find them in you can find them in a black guy, but since we are you know, they are
minority,
we are minority, like you don't have like so many options. So they make the other many options you have like at the white guys. But then you might find those qualities in them, but then they just see you as, oh my god, you know, what I would do to you. And it's so annoying because I want you to see me as a woman. You know, I don't want you to see me just as a sexual object, you know. And it's so annoying.
That is so true. That is very, very true. Like, they just look at you and they just got this fetish and these fantasies that they just want to carry out with you. Like, no, just like Bree said, just try to get to know me, get to see what qualities I possess, you know, and possibly have a relationship or something concrete. But no, they're just like, oh, I've never been with a black girl, I bet she can do this, I bet she can, as long as bet. But like, no, like they'll look at your lips and they'll be like, damn, those lips. I'm like, what they can do? I'm like, what to be like, what they can do? Like,
no, but it's so crazy because it even happened not only like toward black girls but also toward black men. You know, it's like, why can you go stop on negro? You know, because like talking about their dicks, you know, because they just have this idea, oh, black girls have long dicks, black girls have big dicks. You know, so it's more of like, I have never been with a black guy, so it's more like, I've never been, you know, with that.
We are not an experiment to be carried out.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, it's so annoying. Like, we just want to be seen as a human being. And you know, people, if you're a black person living in a majority black, you know, country, this doesn't apply to you because you don't encounter these kind of situations. But if you're a black person living in a, you know, in a white majority country, these are the challenges that we, you know, we encounter.
True.
So yeah, and it's really annoying. But where you can't just be put off by, you know, you can't just stop dating just because of those things. You know, you just have to keep trying and never give up, and eventually you'll find the right guy.
True.
And I'm not saying that all white guys have, all Spanish guys, you know,
we are not generalizing.
Yeah, because even something that you couldn't have seen before. There's this famous Spanish guy who's currently dating a black girl, and it's not like she's not light skin or she's not mixed, or you know, she's dark skin. She's a dark skin girl, and that is something that before you couldn't see.
Yeah.
And you know, so like, yes, there is progress. It's slow, but there is progress.
There is progress.
It's just like not to give up and not to be put off by those experiences.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what you've gone through, you just keep looking, and you'll eventually fall. We're 8 billion.
Yeah.
Almost 8 billion people
Go
in the
to
world.
as many dates as you can.
There's no way you're dying alone. There's no way. You know, just flow.
We all deserve to be with somebody. We all have somebody. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of patience before you actually cross paths with this person. And I always believe that each and every single person that you come across in your life is one step closer to where you actually are meant to be and who you are meant to be with. Okay, so every person that you've dated or every single person that has broken your heart is only leading you a step closer to the person that you are meant to be with for the rest of your life or for the longest time in your life. So do not despair when you have a relationship and it has gone sour and things have ended. Trust me, believe you me, you will find somebody that you deserve, that your heart deserves, somebody that's gonna make you happy. You're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna pinch yourself like, am I dreaming? Is
am
this
I so
lucky?
lucky?
Why am I so lucky? You know. So just hang in there, and you will find that one person for you.
And go with the flow.
And go with the flow.
You know, I mean, you know, like this pressure, societal pressure, most when it comes to women. Oh, you're almost 30. Oh, you're 30 something, and you don't, you know, you're alone. When are you going to get kids and all that? You know, don't let society like pressure you. Know,
True.
Just go with the flow, and we all have different timelines, so you cannot just say, oh, everyone is getting married before 30, and I'm yet to find my one. So what?
True.
You definitely have other achievements, so don't let society just, you know, dismiss those achievements just because you are single.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think sometimes And I think some people are actually not even wanting to be in a relationship at all, but because of the pressure from the family or from society or social media, they're like feeling obliged to be in a relationship whereby they know they're egoistic. They know that I can never love somebody else. I just want to focus on my career, come home, have a glass of wine, watch TV, Netflix and chill. I don't have time to love somebody. But then if you take a look at this kind of person, you'll feel like, you're 35, you've got nobody, what are you doing in life? No, life is more than just being in a relationship. There are really some people that just don't have space in their hearts to love somebody else, and that's absolutely, I think that is absolutely okay. Why be in a relationship with somebody when you're gonna make them so miserable, when you're gonna be so miserable yourself?
Or even getting kids.
Exactly. If you feel like you want to concentrate on your career first and then have a relationship, then so be it. Don't feel pressured to do something, especially when you know it's just not the right time for you. Of course, if somebody crosses your paths and you're like, okay, I wasn't expecting this, but I think I want to give it a try, then of course go for it. But do not ever let that pressure from family, social media, friends, or ever let you do things that you don't want to do. Right? Your timing is your own timing. Do things at your own pace. Right? Nothing is ever too slow, never too fast. So concentrate on your own pace and do things at your own pace. You are you. You only get to live once, so live it the way you want it, please, and desire. You're welcome.
As they say, because everybody dies, but not everybody lives. So
exactly. Okay.
You gotta leave it in your own terms, and that's
exactly. Just crossed my mind.
What?
Dating sites. What do you think of them?
Well, I've never used one.
Never.
I'm more of like traditional girl. I prefer, like face to face. So if maybe like just like we met on Instagram or something, if a guy DM me, I want to see that guy eventually. Like I don't want to wait. I want to see that person as soon as possible because I don't want it to be like an online relationship. And then when it comes to seeing each other, it's like so awkward. Because when the thing is that with online dating, it happens that you get so used to that person being on the other side, just the online version of that person. That when it comes to the real, to the present, like to the face-to-face with that version, with that, the situation with that guy, just like you don't know that person, you're not feeling that person because you're not used to it. So I wouldn't want that to happen. I want it to be like, if I feel you, I want us to meet as soon as possible. Because I want to know the person per se, not the online version. Because online version, I can ask you something and you have time to think, but physically, I ask you a question and just
not on the spot.
Exactly. I know if you're lying or not. I know what you really think, and that's it. So I prefer the physical interaction more than the online one.
I've only had Tinder for 2 days. 2 days. You might wonder, like, why? Who has Tinder for 2 days? Well, I didn't really want to have Tinder, but one of my best friends, she dared me and my other best friend like to have Tinder, and she was like, let's see who's gonna get their first Tinder date. And so I signed up, and 2 days of swiping. I don't know if it's left or right. I can't recall, but it's swiping the no, and I was like, I can't do this. And
before the bed, would you have like wanted to try?
No, I'm more like you as well. I'm traditional. I like to
the physical contact.
It's just something like he passes by and you're like, damn, brother,
And it's not just
and you can't get that on Tinder whatsoever. And I feel like it's like bullies, for example. Bullies during the day they're one person, but then when they're like behind their computers or behind their phones, they're a different person. So I don't want that. I don't want to be bullied into liking an artificial person. I want to meet you in person and get to know the real you firsthand. I get to read your facial expressions. I get to see at what pace do you think, and throw in all these jokes and get to just also hear your voice, because online when you're chatting, I can read things in my voice.
I hate texting, by the way. I prefer calls.
I know. I always call you.
I don't like.
She really hates it. I always have to call her. So yeah, I also prefer to do it the traditional way, and it's also just, it has a beautiful story to tell, like, oh, how we met, instead of like, oh, it was on Tinder. That's so boring. Like,
I mean, you can even meet on Tinder, like, but like, how can I say, like, elongating that interaction, through Tinder is what is a problem to me. Like, I prefer it to be like, okay, we can meet on Tinder, and as long as we have the feeling, then let's set a date.
yeah,
We get to know each other, like, from there. I don't want, like, to be too online.
yeah.
Because it's true, like, everyone behind the keyboards, they're like,
You can be
they're talented girls,
anything, exactly. You can be a unicorn.
So I don't want that. I want you to be you as yourself.
Yeah,
And I want to see that ASAP.
yeah, yeah. I totally agree, 100%.
Do you think online relationships are better than, like, offline relationships are better than online, or vice versa, or you don't?
Offline is better.
Yeah.
Offline is better because you get to actually get to interact and get to know this person
Feel.
and to feel this person at a deep on a deeper level compared to online. I wouldn't know. I mean, online, for example, I guess if you're going through something and there are times whereby you want someone to hear you, but you don't really want anybody near you.
Just a connection, just a virtual connection.
Exactly.
Like,
I think this will come in very handy. But if you're not this type of person, if you're like the kind of touchy person like myself, I would prefer the offline version of it, not the online.
so you wouldn't do a long distance relationship, eh?
This long distance is killing me. Brandy said it for me already. Brandy said it for me. No,
I can't see that.
I
Like,
can't. I
I feel
can't.
like, because I feel like it's just a friend. I'm the kind of person that if I don't have the physical touch with that person, I tend to forget. It's true.
I forgot how you touch yourself.
No, like
I
I tend to
forgot your
forget
kids.
fast, so it just becomes like another friend,
A
online
brother
friend,
on the
like,
other side of the
yeah.
world.
So I need that, physical touch. That
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I'm a kinky person as well. Like if I'm close to my boyfriend, I always want like a kiss here, a kiss there, touch here, touch there. So it could never work for me neither. I mean, 1 month, 2 month max.
but definitely I can't do that because I need to feel the person. If I don't feel you, I just, you're like non-existent. Just like I can just teach you and that's it and forget. And I don't like, if we're in a relationship, I don't want like to just forget you and I have a boyfriend. I don't want that. I want like to feel how they feel and long for his presence, but not. I also don't. You say you're clingy. I'm not. I'm not that. I want to miss you, but not to miss you in a long distance relationship.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Like for some hours.
But I mean, like if we are together, I'm very clingy at that moment in time.
Okay.
But not in terms of like I want to let you go out with your friends or go out for a weekend or go somewhere for a month. Of course, you can do that. It also gives us time to miss each other.
Yeah.
It also gives me time to actually know what I miss or love about this person, especially the missing part. Like, oh, and the house actually feels empty without him because he used to do this, or we would do this, or like, oh, I can't watch this movie because it's not here, and stuff like this. But when he's around, I'm like, it's like my baby, it's my baby, yeah. So that's how big I can be, but not like, no, don't go out and no, that ain't me. Okay, so yeah.
So yeah, I mean, for me, all I can say is don't give up.
Okay.
Don't give up. Just keep searching and just go with the flow, and that's it. Yeah.
I would like to hear from you guys. How has your dating lives been, especially during quarantine? Right? I know, for example, a lot of people either made up or broke up. So how has it been for you? Like, did you find it hard to live together? For example, if you weren't living together,
I think that was like the main problem, eh? As in like getting to know the person just for some hours.
Yeah.
And suddenly having to be with that person for all day, like 24/7.
True.
It was a problem for so many because I don't know this version of you.
Yeah, exactly.
It actually reminds me of this Scandal episode of Olivia and
I don't watch
know you don't like,
Scandal.
okay, but there's this episode
Okay.
of scandal.
Okay.
So Olivia and Fitz, they love each other for like so much. Okay. But then in this episode, Olivia says that she doesn't know the version of Fitz when they get to live together.
Oh.
She knows him when he's unavailable.
Okay.
So I think that is what happened during quarantine to many couples. That they only get to see each other in the morning and then that's it.
Yeah.
But now it was throughout the day, 24/7. And I'm like, I don't know this person. I don't like this person.
Because I guess it does make sense that some people got to break up during quarantine. Like you say, there are some traits, for example, that you don't get to see of your partner during the day, maybe because they do them at work, right? When they come home, they don't get to do it, right? But then when they're at home, of course, they're forced to act and be 100% themselves, and you're like, oh no, I don't know this. I don't like it. And for this other person that it has been their lifestyle for the longest time, and then now asking them to change, it's like difficult, and that's when most people actually tend to just like say, okay, we're going our separate ways. It was a scary moment, to be honest. It was scary moment.
Yes. To many people, I think they got to feel like as if they are living with a stranger.
Yeah.
Because the partner that they loved, that they knew, it wasn't that person anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, who are you? Who are you literally? Because from seeing each other for maybe like 4 hours a day to 24/7, it's like, okay, that's weird. Who are you?
Like, what you doing in my space? Get out of my face.
That's what you say. That's in like someone can act for 4 hours, but you can't act for 24 hours.
No, it's impossible.
So I think that was like the main problem. I mean, it was like an eye opener for many. So
it was an eye opener, yeah. For those that survived quarantine and still going strong, thumbs up to you. You're meant to be. Okay, now to round off, Brie, right? What advice would you give to somebody that is thinking that they don't deserve to be loved, that there's nobody out there for them?
Everybody deserves to be loved. Everybody, like regardless of how you look, regardless of who you are, regardless of what your sexual orientation, regardless, everyone deserves to be loved.
Yeah.
So it's what I'm saying. I always say that we are almost 8 billion people in this world. There is no way. There's no one out there for you. There's no way. Like there's definitely someone out there for you.
Yeah.
So don't be discouraged by your past, failures when it comes to dating. Just go with the flow and keep searching and just be yourself. When you are yourself, you'll find someone who likes that version of yourself.
Yeah.
The problem is that people tend to fake to create these personas in order to be liked.
Yeah.
No, you just have to be yourself, and the right people will
love you. Exactly.
So everyone deserves to be loved, and do not be discouraged by your past mistakes or your past failures.
Yeah. That's well said, Brie. Well said.
I
would pretty much say the very same thing, and like you said, just to add on to people like creating this fake image of yourself. Like we said before, you can only fake yourself for so long. The real you will come out, and when the real you comes out, it's not what the other person signed up for. So it will only be a matter of time of them walking out on you as well. So just be yourself, and the right person will love you for who you are. Okay, and everybody deserves to be loved. We are all lovable in this cruel world with COVID and everything else happening. There is love. There is still love, and you will find love. You will be loved. You will love somebody, and you will have that special person in your life. So like Brie said, do not be discouraged. It's only a matter of time, and soon you'll be happy. Okay, and just do what you're gonna do. If you have to go on Tinder, if you feel like that's your route of doing it, if you feel like you want to do it through social media or dating apps, so be it. I'm not here to judge you. Whatever floats your boat, go with it. Go with that flow. Okay. So from me and Brie, who I'm hoping to have more on my channel as well, is love yourself, be beautiful, you are loved, you are lovable, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.